Hey, it's good to see you. I'm glad you could be here. Today was Tuesday. August 19th. Oh, the 19th. I will get better at these things. Writing these, whatever these words are. The numbers, writing numbers. Today was a good day. I was able to get outside. It's always a good day when you get outside. At least for me it is. And to see people I know. I mean, it's just nice to connect with nature and folks. It's pleasant. I came prepared, if you will, in a sense. Just had a thought where sometimes it doesn't feel like the way that I act, the things that I say, the way that I talk is an accurate representation of who I am or who I picture myself to be. Something feels off. I'm not sure what or why. Maybe there is some self-doubt in that, in wondering who I actually am, which you think as an adult you'd figure that out. You would know that. I would think that. I do think that. Why haven't I figured this out? Should I know this? Why don't I know this? Perhaps it should be obvious. I suppose I was not blessed with that. If that is something you can be blessed with. But why do I feel this way, that I am not accurate? Because obviously I am. It is an accurate representation of me, because I'm the one doing it, right? I am making those decisions in real time. That is that is how I present myself to other people. That is who I am. But is who I am only how I am presented? Which is inevitable. You have a physical form, and you speak and communicate in a way that is universal, I would say. Not language, but all communicate in the same way. Language and body language. Of course, there are nuances and different cultures and all that sort of thing, but we got the same framework to work with. Same framework to work with. But I think there is something more, because there is something that cannot be seen. Our mind, because everything you do outwardly is a translation of what is happening inside. Right? It is a translation of your emotions. Your analyses. Perhaps I feel that way because I don't feel that my translation is accurate to my emotions. Now, why is it inaccurate? If that is even an accurate way to describe it. But let's roll with it. Excuse me. If my actions are inaccurate of my emotions, or no, rather not my actions, my translations. If my translations are inaccurate, that could be faulty programming, right? There's something getting some wires mixed. Something's happening there. There's some shenanigans, some tomfoolery. I'm sorry. There's something in my throat. Get some water here. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. There's some tomfoolery happening. Perhaps. I know there's also this thing called cognitive dissonance. I think I spelled that right. That's a weird thing. That's frustrating. I'm afraid to define what it is because I don't know if I could define it correctly. So please look it up and get the correct definition. But as far as I understand it, cognitive dissonance is, in my mind, is when your actions do not reflect your morals. Hopefully that is correct. I have to apologize in advance because I don't know. This could be something totally different. But anyway, what I'm talking about is this. Your actions don't equal your morals. For example, if you believe that murder is wrong and you go murder somebody, well, that's an issue. For many reasons, which I hope are apparent. But maybe that wasn't the best example, but hopefully it displays the thing. I don't remember what my point was. Maybe it's better to go off the rails. I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist. I'm just a guy. I'm just here. Hello? Is anybody home? Yeah, it's me. I'm home. Do you want to stay? I got some tap water. Some room temperature tap water for you. Huh? Doesn't that sound good? Do you want to play a game? How about Chutes and Ladders? Oh, I love Chutes and Ladders. Isn't that fun? Come on, please. Wait, will you please stay? No? Okay. Well, thanks for stopping by. Please come back. Anytime. I'm free anytime. I'm here all the time. Please come back. Okay. That's how I feel sometimes, you know? Sometimes you want to be, what are you doing here? Get out. Leave me alone. I feel like that too sometimes. Maybe I'm just struggling with reconciling my my physical reality and my mental reality. They do not seem to line up in my mind. Now, perhaps it is very obvious to people that I am who I am. Whoever that may be. Me, I guess. But to me, who am I to me? I don't know. Huh? Who are you? What are you doing there? Stop. Leave. What are you doing? Get out. It's like there's an intruder. Give me all your memories. I'm gonna do something with them. I'm gonna throw them in the trash and eat leftover ramen. Yeah, I feel like leftover ramen would be awful. I don't think that would be a food that would serve itself well to leftoverness. Well, maybe it's one of those foods that's better. Oh, the water, please. Okay, I'm not dead. I survived. Man, sometimes I'm just off the rails. Is this off the rails? Probably like, this is nothing. What are you talking about? That ain't off the rails. You know nothing. I know. I know nothing. That is why I am so intelligent, beyond the fact that you cannot even comprehend. No, maybe not. Imagine if dice looked like that. What shape is that? What, it's a mathematician. What's the mathematical equation for this shape? X plus 2y times what is that called? What is that term called? to the power of the square root of pi. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know math. Huh? I got nothing. You know, I feel like I would actually have enjoyed math if I did the homework. I like things with solutions. That's just rewarding. I don't want stuff that's, I don't know, what's the right word? Amorphous? There's no concrete answer. No, I guess I kind of do like that stuff because it's interesting to think about, to digest. It's fun to think about those things when they don't have consequence. But when you're trying to decide something that there is no right answer, but you have to pick something, that is stressful. Like I remember in high school, we did this activity, like some website with like the Wall Street Journal or something like that had this game where you could balance the American budget, and it had all the different things like medical and military and so on and so forth, and you could balance the budget, make your best attempt, and it was a fun. I was like, okay, I'll take a little bit away from the military. I'll put a little bit more towards Medicare or something, or I'll do the opposite, or I'll do this and do that. Because you can't just put everything up to 100. I don't remember why you can't do that. It breaks, I guess. It was just an interesting. It wasn't something that had a correct solution. There were an infinite number of ways you could balance it. You could bring it into the positive or whatever that means. That is tough. Because obviously that was just, for fun, just kind of a simple activity to, to teach us something about something. I guess it works. I'm talking about it now. But to have to actually make those decisions, and those aren't just willy-nilly decisions. I mean, those aren't just inconsequential decisions. Those are decisions that affect people's lives in a significant way. That's too much pressure, man. I ain't cut out for that. I can't. No way. Absolutely not. To me, it is a miracle and a half that the world even functions. What? How? And you could say, well, the world doesn't function. And I'm like, I'm with that too. How does anything happen at all? What? I can't even manage myself. How do billions of people manage to live lives? Dozens, tens of years. Many years without dying, together in some kind of society, some form of hierarchy. Typically, I don't know if there are any groups of people that don't have some sort of live in some sort of hierarchy. I would assume. Again, I'm very dumb. Don't quote me on anything, okay? So yeah, my brain, I can't comprehend that. Because I don't know if there are right answers to things in that regard. So when we math, there is a correct answer. Well, at least with basic math, right? You get to more complex things, and surprise, surprise, it gets more complex. But 1 plus 1 is always going to equal 2. That's always going to be the right answer. I hope. If it's not, it's been good. I think it's time to retire. Oh, man. I swear, if quantum computers come back and tell me that 1 plus 1 isn't 2, I'm not doing anything. It's like, all right, you win. I'm just gonna be over here. So it's been cool. I'll catch you around, huh?